Hello, how many of you guys have ever wondered how it is that you can make a chicken quesadilla, a traditional Mexican quesadilla, or a guacamole salad? Well, today I'm going to show you guys how you can achieve that, and it's actually very easy and it is packed with so much flavor. Okay, so to get started, let's start with a chicken quesadilla. Obviously, you're going to want to start with a hot surface. I'm using a skillet, a non-stick skillet tonight. And to get started with the chicken quesadilla, the only thing that I will need to do is to warm up one of the flour tortillas and just pretty much lightly spray the non-stick skillet. I like to do this because it gives the tortilla a little bit of an extra crunch, and all you do is just let the tortilla sit there flat for a few minutes. So all you will do is start by adding some grilled chicken to your tortilla. Now, I'm using grilled chicken. You can use rotisserie chicken, boiled chicken, whatever kind of chicken it is that you like to use, and you can actually use any other meat also. You can substitute the meat completely and just make it vegetarian if you like. All you have to do is just add the veggies like spinach or green peppers, whatever it is you want to do. You can make it all varieties of ways. Today I'm showing you guys how to make a chicken quesadilla. Okay, so I added the chicken. Next, I am going to add some shredded cheese. This is just like half a pound of mozzarella and Monterey Jack. Those are my favorite cheeses, and that's why I decided to use this type of cheese, but feel free to use any kind of cheese that can be that will pretty much dissolve or melt. Okay, so once I've done that, all you will do is pretty much grab your tortilla. I'm using the little tongues here, and press on it. Just fold it over and press on it, okay? So after you've left it for a few minutes on one side, you're gonna flip it over to the next side and let it continue to do its thing, meaning that the cheese can incorporate with the chicken and that it will melt all together. So while this is kind of melting, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the next quesadilla that I'm going to show you guys how to do tonight. And that's going to be the traditional Mexican quesadilla. Now for this quesadilla, I'm going to use some corn tortillas. Now, feel free to use flour tortillas if that's what you like. And also, you can also even use for the other quesadilla that I just made, you can even use some of the wheat tortilla if that's what you're going after. Okay, so this right here is a corn tortilla, and all you're going to do is just simply, again, lay it on the top of the non-stick skillet, and I like to spray it again just to give it a little bit of a crunch to the tortilla and to the quesadilla. And while I'm doing that, I also like to check on the other quesadilla, just maybe flip it over a little bit. And I'm seeing that the cheese is dissolving wonderfully. And I have the temperature right now at 325, 350. That's kind of about the right temperature there. All right, so I do the same thing for the corn tortilla, and I just kind of let it warm up. And this is different now because for the traditional Mexican quesadilla, you're going to actually use some queso fresco, and you can find this kind of cheese in the what is it, milk and dairy aisle, but there is a section, especially at Walmart, where you could buy this kind of cheese, and it's just called queso fresco, which is short for fresh cheese. It's just a little bit more of a crumbling cheese. It doesn't melt like the mozzarella cheese does, but it tastes so good. And then also you're going to use something that you're probably not familiar with, but these right here is a little bit of a bloom of a zucchini. This is a zucchini flower, and this zucchini flower is supposed to be harvested in the morning because that's when the bloom has been opened. What you're going to do here is you're going to pretty much do the same thing. You're going to add some of this queso fresco to the tortilla, to half of it, and being that it's a smaller tortilla, you just make sure that you only add enough to tortilla to flip over, okay? Alright, after you've done that, I'm actually only going to use one of the blooms from the zucchini plant, and then you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to flip it over and let it do. And this is what I grew up eating when I was a little kid. And you guys are probably wondering why it is that I decided to use a zucchini flour. And you don't even know that if it was edible, but actually it is edible. And the zucchini flour actually gives the quesadilla its distinct flavor. And it just gives it, I don't know, a distinct taste. You have to taste it in order to kind of appreciate its flavor. I can't really describe it because it just gives it a very different taste. So this will be, ingredients that you will need for this will be one of the serrano peppers. This is like the equivalent of one serrano pepper. And you're just going to dice it up like I did right here. I added the veins, but you don't have to if you don't like it to be spicy. Then you're also going to add about 1/4 of an onion. It depends on how much you like the onion. If you don't like it, you don't have to put it in there at all. Alright, after you've done that, you can also add, this was 1 big tomato, but again, you can add as much tomato as you like, and this will actually serve about 3 people, depending if they like it a lot or not. So the next thing that I've added, the diced onion, diced tomato, and diced pepper, and all I'm doing right now is just pretty much mixing it, okay? Alright. And then from there, you are going to add some fresh cilantro. You know, just rough chop it. You don't have to sit there and very finely do it, because I mean, I like the texture of cilantro. It has a very unique and distinct taste. Alright, and there you go. Just dicing it up. And you just pretty much incorporate that into the little bowl. Okay? And then once you've done that, you can squeeze, like I'm using a whole lemon right here. You saw how I pressed against the table. That usually gives it a little bit more of a, more juice. It gives you more allowance to get some more juice out of the lemon. Alright? And then you just simply add some salt, which I am missing, so I do apologize for that. But once you've done that, you will also incorporate the avocado. And I've already had some here. See how beautiful this avocado looks? And I like to just make some little cuts on it, like little squares. After I've done that, I just simply go ahead and scoop it out. Like that, just like that. You can take it out of that little shell and then cut it up. It's completely up to you. I simply like doing that, and then I remove that little seed, which can be a little challenge at times, but it shouldn't be that difficult. There you go. And I do the same thing. Just make little square cuts and scoop it out with that spoon. And again, like I said, you just simply add a pinch of salt to it. Okay? Once you've incorporated all of these ingredients, you will simply mix it up like so. Alright, so now it's time to serve. You will simply put your quesadilla right here, and you can cut it up in half. It's kind of difficult to do it with this big old knife, but there you go, I managed to do it. And then I'm going to use the little small ones on the other side. Okay, and then you will simply serve it up on the side. And there you have it. You have your fresh chicken quesadilla with guacamole salad. Oops, I almost had an accident there. But it's a chicken quesadilla with guacamole salad, and also a traditional Mexican quesadillas with guacamole salad as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that in the near future, if you were to be hungry or simply have a taste for a quesadilla, that you can follow these directions to make one. Thank you and have a great day. Cut it, cut it.